Good morning. Today on this Monday, we're starting off with a pretty sunrise in Fargo-Moorhead. We've got a nice dry start for students heading back to school today. Moorhead, first day, first classes of the year for you. And more locations like Lisbon also starting school today, and even some of our universities, MSUM, first day of classes, Mayville State, and the University of Jamestown. So good start here. It's just a little muggy out there. It's going to be kind of steamy this morning, and then conditions do improve as the day goes on, but it's going to take a bit, especially for those of us on the Minnesota side. That's also where we have the better bet for some rain and thunderstorms popping up this afternoon as well, some of which could be strong to severe in the south and east. Let's take a look at, again, what's going on. Reminder, we've been talking about that cold front that's been very slow to move through, but it is moving through the valley, and behind it, that's where that refreshing air is moving in. And so out ahead of it, that's where it's still steamy. That's where we still have that fuel for those thunderstorms coming up for later. And of course, we're still seeing these showers this morning in places like the Hubbard County area, Becker County seeing a few sprinkles. Most of this is moving on and will be ending really shortly here. So speaking of that cold front, we've got a good view of where it is just based on our temperatures right now. You can see well west of it. Really refreshing in more parts of North Dakota. Temperatures right now in the 50s to some 60s there. It's to the east where we still have that steamy air. So let's zoom in on the Southern Valley. We're looking at a temperature of 77 in Fergus Falls, 73 in Fargo, 72 in Moorhead. Jamestown again more comfortable at 62 degrees. Mid 50s in places like Candu. Right now we're at 55 degrees there. And Grand Forks is checking in at 64. Waskish at 77 and that eastern part of Red Lake, and Bemidji checking in at 60 or 75 rather. Dew points are on the high end too. Here's a look at our dew point temperatures. Again, the higher the number, the more muggy it feels, and we're well into the 70s in the southeast. We'll take a look at what that dew point means again. Basically, it's a good sign of how much moisture is in the air. So the higher the temperature, that's the temperature when dew forms or when we feel sticky because we're starting to get cloud droplets forming, mist, fog, even some rain at times. We're looking at the higher the number, again, more into that steamy category, and definitely feeling that here yesterday and continuing today in those areas in that 70-degree range. Wind is pretty light, 15 miles per hour or less out of the north. We could see that wind pick up a little bit today, but overall right now at least it's not looking too bad. Moving ahead into the rest of the morning, again, that chance for rain dwindles for a bit, but if you're in these areas in the southeast, this is where I would continue to keep an eye out for rain and thunderstorms. You can see by noon we might have a few of them popping up heading into the lunch hour, and then heading into the afternoon, some of those stronger storms starting to form right in those areas where we have that risk. Temperatures this afternoon mainly in the 70s. A few of us might get to 80 degrees in places like Fargo, and then to the northwest where we've had that colder air, cooler relatively speaking, air moving in, will be more into those upper 60s to some low 70s here. Moving ahead into this evening, we'll see that chance for rain move on. We'll quiet things down into the late night hours for tonight. So through the rest of the week, still unsettled. We'll take a look at where our temperatures will be coming up here in just 30 seconds. And until then, your forecast is sponsored by Innovative Basement Authority.
It just keeps getting worse.
These are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
Cracking drywall is just one sign your foundation is compromised, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
So looking at our extended planner today into the low 80s, and then we have more active weather heading into the week as well. Tomorrow we could see some scattered thunder showers, and then Wednesday, another day where we may need to watch out for some severe weather, especially in the second part of the day into late Thursday, Wednesday night, and then continuing into Thursday. So active week, and we'll see temperatures again more comfortable in the 70s to 80s, still warm, still summery. And then this weekend, some mid to upper 70s for your Labor Day weekend planner. We've got conditions that look like right now to be on the drier side here this weekend. So if you have plans to be outside, looking good. Check back with us though, you know, still 7 days away or so in some instances. So we'll likely be updating that forecast during that time. And, you know, feeling good. I mean, really not steamy like it was this weekend, but still into the mid to upper 70s. I think a lot of people